Hey, come see us do stand-up comedy in Tempe, Arizona, Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, Cincinnati, Lexington, Burbank, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. So here's what they don't ask. Hey, why don't you and Kamala Harris do more interviews? What are you guys afraid of? Why are you afraid of questions? They don't ask that question. They don't ask, how do you plan on... by the way, she didn't get any votes to be the nominee. What do you say about you putting democracy on the ballot? But she didn't get any votes. They don't. It's just as important as the questions they do ask. It's actually more important than the questions they don't ask. And those are the questions they'll never ask. Hey, you guys didn't get any votes. Does that bother you? Get any votes? Nobody chose you. Does it bother you that the first time she ran, nobody voted for her then either? And the only reason people are voting now is because the corporate media run by the military-industrial complex and the Wall Street are telling you to vote for them. The fact that J.D. Vance can't make these points. He didn't bring it up once. I think it was a huge failure. He didn't bring it up once.
Big miss. I thought he should have done a lot better. I really do.
I thought he was going to crush him. He didn't bring it up once that she didn't get one vote. That they say they're putting democracy on the ballot. He seemed way too nice. There was no viral moments from that debate. None. I mean, it's a push. They both talked.
Oh,
that's how I feel about it. I know Misha.
I asked in the chat who won, and they're like Vance. Vance won, and then Phony Stark said the power elite won.
That's right.
You're right. You were right. You're right, Phony Stark. All right, Jimmy, you have
the fact that she says that Tim Walz says that they're bragging about Dick Cheney endorsing them, and J.D. Vance doesn't pounce on that. He doesn't go, you should be embarrassed about that and ashamed of that. Why don't you just say that Ted Bundy endorsed you? Why don't you say Charlie Manson endorsed you? That's what he should have done. He didn't. I think they were both just as inept as each other. There's so many wide open doors that J.D. Vance didn't walk through. Tim Walz actually wins this because he's weak and a bit of a moron. And so the fact that he didn't lose is a huge win. Same thing with Kamala Harris against Donald Trump. The fact that she didn't lose is a huge win. The fact that she didn't completely devolve right in front of your eyes, or and collapse.
I saw somebody's.
It's just crazy. It's crazy all the openings So I'm just crazy all the openings that J.D. Vance missed and could have pounced on. And Tim Walz is as he says, I'm a bit of a knucklehead, guys.
And he couldn't beat him.
And he couldn't beat the knucklehead. I don't think he beat him. And that's too bad, because I would love to see someone bring up the fact she never got a vote. The fact that these wars are started under her. This is all happening under her. It's just crazy. He did not mention it enough that. When is she going to do this? She's been in office for 4 years almost.
You know what I have to say? I think America is losing, because I saw somebody's chat and they said, I'm 23 years old and I don't think in my lifetime we're going to get health care that's going to include.
How could you be against the fucking how? How could you be against the public option? You're not forcing Medicare on anybody. You're allowing people who want to buy in. And my theory is that's the best way to get Medicare for all, because as eventually enough people will buy in that the private insurance companies collapse. So why wouldn't J.D. Vance bring that up, that Tim Walz that they didn't implement that? They never even talked about it. And the reason why, I'm going to guess, is because they're both beholden to Big Pharma and the insurance industry money. Why else wouldn't you bring it up?
Did either one of them even talk about peace? Peace in our lifetime? Is anything come up about peace?
J.D. Vance completely missed the opportunity to say we're the only candidates that are running on peace. He should have said that. But no, they all want to talk about how they're going to stand by Israel and jack up Iran. And so you want to know why the country's like it is. That's why it is.
What are your notes? Anything else on your notes?
The funniest part Tiananmen Square. That was the funniest part. For me, anyway. Honestly, the reason I really wanted to tune in is to see how badly Tim Walz would do. He didn't do that badly, and JD Vance was just, again, it was like he was coasting. Like he didn't swing for the fences at any point. And that was a big mistake. He should have swung for the fences. He should have said over and over, "You guys are in power right now. Why aren't you doing that? Why are eggs unaffordable? Why are houses unaffordable? Why is there an open border? Why are there more wars now than when Donald Trump was president? He could have destroyed that guy. He could have destroyed him.
He could have, and I don't think he had. He did not. Like, he could have even said, "Did he not answer that question again?"
He could. Yes.
Like, there was no sportsmanship about it. You know what I mean? Like gamesmanship.
He should have said that over and over and over. There was too much sportsmanship, not enough gamesmanship. He should have said that over and over. They're in power right now. Why are we at the closer to nuclear war than ever? He kind of said that once. He's like, these guys want to start a war with China. They want to start with North Korea. They want to start a war with Russia. They want to start a war with Iran. These guys don't. There's a place they don't want to start a war. Like, what kind of fucking debate prep did JD Vance do? It doesn't seem like much. It seemed like they all trying to play not to lose. So he should have came out there with a baseball bat and tried to hit a home run, and he didn't. He didn't have those things in his pocket. I could have did that. It's amazing to me how pathetic these people are.
Well, I was just thinking, like, if we all know that we got Obamacare, and Obamacare was Mitt Romney care, and Mitt Romney care came from the American
Heritage Foundation, same place the 2025 agenda comes from. Why didn't he bring that up? The thing you're bragging about came from where the 2025 agenda came from. Like, they don't even know to say that. You get the government you deserve, not the government you want. It's amazing how pathetic. JD Vance was an underperformer, to say the least. I would say.
Oh yeah, I agree.
What is our chat saying? Are they saying that? Are they agreeing with me?
Well,
because if they don't, to ban them.
All right, I'm banning.
They don't agree with me on free speech. Ban them.
All right, moderators, you know what to do. People are going to lose their shit now. I saw a lot of people saying that Vance won. I think you're misguided. I don't think he won. I don't think Tim, come on. Tim did not.
It's like winning a 1-0 soccer game. You barely won. I mean, if you did, you barely won. Like, it's not a big win. That's a horrible game. A 1-0 game, that's a horrible game.
Like, you barely beat Tim Walz.
Right, I know.
Tim Walz, who's a knucklehead.
Tim. Self-described knucklehead.
He didn't come out to win. I don't know what Vance.
I don't know what he was doing.
Vance, be a gentleman. Women are still reeling from your cat statements.
That was not good.
He should have worn a cat button.
He should have it should have done something. There wasn't a viral moment of that whole goddamn debate. Did you think there was, Misha? No. There wasn't.
There was one. I love the moment where a debate almost broke out.
It almost broke up. That it turned off their microphones.
We can't have it. We can't lose control of the debate.
Yeah. Hey, come see us do stand-up comedy in Tempe, Arizona, Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, Cincinnati, Lexington, Burbank, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.